Week 2 of business finance. We'll get off to a start here and point out, most of the assignments and quizzes and whatnot are pretty well set up. They're established here in Brightspace, so you can go through those. The videos for those are available, and I'll kind of whip through that quickly here again in just a little bit. So I won't spend a lot of time on a weekly basis really going over those. You should have all the information there that you need to do those. Instead, I'll probably just deliver some brief comments, perhaps each week, maybe relating to questions that students have that may come up, with regards to the assignments or the quizzes. But mainly then to focus on the projects that represent a pretty good part of your grade. So in saying that, let's jump in. We'll take a look. Week 2. So we've got the assignments, and we haven't had assignments due yet. It's just been quizzes for week 1, and so I want to jump in and make sure that I show you a couple things. So if you're when you're doing the assignments, be sure that you click this down arrow. Again, this is in the content section of Brightspace, and then come here to download. If you don't download it, it's just going to open up in your browser or within the Brightspace program. And what we want to do is download it. And in mine, I think most Windows machines, and I think I've seen this in Apple and maybe the Chrome ones as well. It comes up a little deal down here that then I have to click and open it. And it actually brings up the spreadsheet. Okay. And these assignments are set up, okay, so the questions are down here, okay, separate tab for each question that's due. Again, these kind of follow, I think, what's in the textbook, although I've probably changed the numbers up there. From year to year, I change the numbers periodically just to discourage students from taking shortcuts, maybe by getting prior students' work. So, but it should be very similar, at least, and almost identical, actually, to the problems that would show up in the book. Okay, so you open it up. Just go ahead and complete it down here. You need Excel to complete most of these, or it's easier to use Excel anyhow. And so go ahead and complete it, just down below. What's nice is, let's say you get your number here, and ooh, nice blue ink. I don't know why it's blue, but oh well. So I come down here, I get an answer, and maybe I'm gonna sum these just to give you guys a little idea. Oh, there we go. And that's my final answer, and I may want to highlight that. I can come up and highlight that in yellow, or I could change it to green or something. That helps me out a lot. It's just a request, I guess, at this point in time. I am requiring that you do this in Excel and that you submit it, like this with each of the separate tabs down here. Okay, that makes it, again, a little bit easier for me to correct, but it is extremely helpful if you highlight the answer. Then I can focus on that. If for some reason it's it's incorrect, then I can go back and try to figure out what the problem is, and maybe still give some partial credit if I see students oftentimes for whatever reason they'll get down here and they'll enter a wrong number. Numbers right up here, but they just hit the wrong number, whatever it is, typo, and so in those cases, if it looks like they've done the problem actually correctly, I'll go ahead and give partial credit for that. So that's why I like to do that. Good point there then too is to make sure you're showing all your work. A lot of people like to do the shortcut, and that's fine. If you want to do the shortcut, if you're confident in your final answer, yeah, maybe. Although at some point I may require that you absolutely, especially as we go along further, I'll require that you show the work. Again, it might be too easy to take a shortcut and get somebody else's answer and just enter it in there. So I do want you to show the work, so do that, please. Okay, then you click through. There's 6 problems in this case for chapter 3. That said, if you come down here, then I got videos. Try to change that to say chapter 3 videos, like I have this as chapter 4 videos, but these videos then should correspond to these problems. Now I've got, both a 1 and a 2. The reason for that probably is that I did 2 videos that both relate to that same problem, making it a little easier. These are all going to be relatively short because they're just one problem each. I go through it, I show you exactly how to do it in Excel, how to set it up, how I would absolutely want to see you set it up, okay, when you submit those. Okay, and these will correspond. Down here is 313, and I got 313. So I show you, pretty much precisely how to do the problems. Again, I've used different numbers. I've maybe used a different problem in the textbook as an example, but it should pretty well relate. So, take advantage of those videos. I know last year was business statistics, or last semester business statistics, not finance, but I had a student who was struggling, and even though the videos had been there forever and I constantly referred to the videos, I finally asked if he was watching the videos, and he said, well, no. And so then he turned on the videos, and a little later he commented, geez, this is pretty easy if you watch the video. So the truth is, it is. so do that. So for this week, you've got chapter 3 and chapter 4. You got the quizzes to do, and you can open those up here in the content section. You could also go to quizzes, I suppose, but open those up right here in the content section. It's got the due dates and everything. And then chapter 4, okay, and then you submit them where it says assignment here, but the assignments themselves are on these worksheets. The chapter 4 videos may show up like this. I got to move my deal there. Okay, and so you're wondering where they're at. If you just click this arrow over here, it'll expand it then and bring up the chapter 4 videos, and you can click it that way too to undo that if you so choose. So that should be it for the assignments to get you going on that. I think what I'll do is I'll pause here. I'll actually open up another video and do another video then. Just a real brief one to get us started on Project 1. So that'll be coming right out. Thanks.